China says it firmly opposes
Play the audio
countries
first.
slandering its national security law, adding that Hong Kong's affairs are purely an internal matter for Beijing. Western critics have deplored Hong Kong authorities after bounties put out on overseas-based activists accused of violating the city's national security law. Chief Executive John Lee has warned they will be pursued for life if they refuse to turn themselves in.
Basically what happened is the Hong Kong, remember China basically instituted this Hong Kong national security law. And what that means is that if you do anything...
Well, you mean Beijing implemented the Hong Kong security law?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, you did say Beijing?
Yeah.
I thought you said Hong Kong.
No, I said Beijing instituted in Hong Kong the national security law. And what that means is even though Hong Kong is supposed to have freedom of speech and all this
What
stuff,
that means is Beijing can't handle freedom of speech, and they had to find a way to stop it. They're like, these pesky Hong Kongers, they can say whatever they want, and that's not okay.
So people that led the protests, people that had something to do with the protests, you know, those huge protests where half the country of Hong Kong came out on the
I was there.
streets. Yeah.
You know, I've got footage of the protests. It was the 2014 ones. I didn't go to the 2019.
Yeah.
Well, it's linked. The umbrella movement is all the same.
Yes. Anyway, the modern ones.
Yeah.
What happened was China couldn't handle it. They shut the entire thing down. And I don't think personally you'll ever see anything like that again because it was stopped in its tracks because of Beijing's overreach, right? And now Hong Kong, you know, we would never go there. You shouldn't go there if you're ever critical of China on the internet. It's gotten to a point now where Hong Kong is basically a part of mainland China. Yeah. And what's happened is that
And for those of you who think, yeah, well, it belongs to China. No, it's not supposed to be a part of mainland China for 50 years. They signed an agreement.
Yeah.
They broke their promises. They broke their agreements, just like the Chinese government breaks every single promise it's ever made.
Every time.
Tell me one that they've kept.
That's what I just said in my last video. There is no situation where China's actually had to pay the price for a mistake that they made or a promise that they've broken. Never. And prove me wrong. Prove me where they've had to do something.
Yeah.
Because they've never, ever been held to task.
Exactly.
So anyway, these Hong Kong democracy people, these pro-democracy people, some of them quite prolific, some of them less influential in the sphere, fled. Right, because of this national security law. Because what this national security law does is it says that if you're in Hong Kong, you can get arrested if you talk shit about China or the CCP.
Anything that they deem a threat to national security, and that can literally be wearing a type of T-shirt.
Now, they've said that they'll never use this. It's going to be a rare law.
Well, that was when they were trying to sign it in, right?
And what happened was...
It's not rare. They use it all the time.
They use it all the time. They catch people on connecting flights. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like any sort of dissident, they'll nail you on this, right?
Yeah.
And it's real scary, especially if you're a journalist in China or in Hong Kong, where a lot of journalists are stationed. Like it's you got to start thinking about maybe moving, and a lot of people have. We know a lot of journalists that have left and moved to Taipei. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, they've Chinese government put out bounties on these people, which were unofficial bounties. So if you capture this dissident, this Hong Kong dissident in England or in wherever, right, America, and you bring him back to Hong Kong and face trial for the national security law, which Beijing implemented, then you get a reward, right? Now, this is unofficial, but now China has officially endorsed the bounties.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously they would.
Well, yeah, at the same time, it's really bad PR, right? Because, again, we're not supposed to do that in Hong Kong, right?
They've reached that point where they don't care
They don't care anymore,
Yeah.
right?
They managed to trick the world, and it's at that point where it's too late for anything to be done about it, so now they can just gloat.
One of these activists was born in America. And here's a quote. It says... I'm going to pull it up here. One of the five, Joey Siu, a U.S. citizen who was born in North Carolina and moved to Hong Kong as a child. So he's born an American citizen, guys. This is not a Chinese person from mainland China. This morning, I, a U.S. citizen, woke up to the news that an arrest warrant and $1 million Hong Kong dollar bounty had been placed on my head by the Hong Kong government, which is the Chinese government, for exercising my freedoms in my own country.
Yeah.
Preposterous.
Yes, it is. Where is that?
It's preposterous.
The sheer overreach is insane to me.
Yeah, it's getting
That's an American citizen.
No, I mean, it's getting to a point that when are they going to put an arrest warrant out for us?
Yeah.
You know, anyone who criticizes the Chinese government.
Yeah, I mean, this is a swath of people, right?
Yeah, imagine a bounty gets put on your head just because you say Xi Jinping sucks.
Right, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
Right, or that Hong Kong deserves freedom or something.
Yes.
You know, stand with Hong Kong or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about this. if this turns out to be the case, pretty much every journalist that's ever talked about China is going to be on that list.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, with $1 million Hong Kong bounty.
It's insane. Like, when are we going to get to that point?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can talk about this.
Okay. Well, there's not much
You're
to
the
say.
plane guy.
These are some Chinese bombers, which are just a knockoff of, Western bomber. And here are some Soviet fighter jets. And basically, they were doing joint drills. So Russia and China.
I thought they don't do drugs.
Well, drills, dude. What is a drill? Is that what kind of drug is a drill?
They're practicing how to do drugs. Joint is the drug.
Oh, joint
my
drills.
gosh.
Okay. I thought, yeah, they were doing drills jointly, like, oh man, I want to score some drills,
There's a drug called
probably
drill.
drills, like,
Absolutely there is.
Yeah, it's
probably.
there is. Anyway, so just again, the cooperation between China and Russia is very clear, and it caused some hassles, and Japan had to scramble some jets, right? Was it
Yes.
Japan did that? Scrambled some jets
And South Korea.
and South Korea to be like, hey,
It was
what the
mostly
hell?
South Korea.
Yeah. So again, we just have to bring this back all the time. Every time China's trying to say, oh no, we don't support the invasion of Ukraine or whatever, but they're sending weapons to Russia and they're sending supplies to Russia and then they're doing joint drills with Russia. I think it kind of goes against that message.
It's like they think everyone's dumb, but maybe they are, because nobody does anything about it.
Okay, so you got another thing up here.
This will never be sold again, guys. This hoodie will never be sold again. And the link's in the description and in the pinned chat.
And then we go back to
Yes, they're just showing some planes.
There's
the Russian ones.
For those of you who want to know, like, doing some
Oh, I want
things.
to show this. Look at this.
Yeah.
It just shows you for all the tankies out there. This is a view from a South Korean post. This is a North Korean guard post seen from South Korea near the demilitarized zone. This is recent.
Yeah.
In Paju, South Korea. It's just very good. North Korea's really just got it all switched on.
Wonderful guard tower.
Paradise,
Love
really.
that paint. You know?
Paradise.
Yeah, amazing. The sky don't lie. Looks like they're getting some blow off from China down there.
They're
What's going on?
China.
Yeah.
I just think it's so funny when I see people go so far down the tanky pipipeline, like the communist pipeline, that they end up like saying North Korea's utopia.
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
Oh, just a memory.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The memory of a U.S. Air Force flying in international airspace and his interaction with a Chinese pilot.
Oh yeah. Let's listen. I can't
Classic.
wait.
Take us
Let's
out.
do it. Okay, I'll get us out of here. Let's listen to this quickly.
Classic.
yourself.
This is the Chinese Navy. This is the Chinese Navy. This is the Chinese Terror Sky. Please go away quickly in order to run judgment.
I am a United States military aircraft conducting lawful military activities outside national airspace. I am operating with due regard as required under international law.
Who could forget? Who could forget the classic meow?
I know.
They
like
had nothing to reply.
Yeah,
it was
so they
like
just said
wrong
meow.
English.
Yeah.
In trying to get this U.S. pilot to go away, and then his response to a very valid statement from
Was
the U.S.
meow.
was a meow. So there was that. Always remember that was not from the current.
No,
intersection.
that's from a number of years ago,
Yeah.
but it's just funny. Xiaoba and Ho is our VIP show that we have once a week on Mondays, but the Royal Rumble is for all levels of patrons. So if you're a patron, you would have been able to watch this. If you're a patron, even the lowest level patron, you can go watch it right now. And there's a link in the description of that one to go watch the original Royal Rumble as well. This is number 2. So we just
This is open to all levels of patrons.
yeah, exactly. So I thought we'd just show you guys what you might have missed out on.
Welcome to the second annual China Show Royal Rumble.
Oh,
dead on
Malzadong
dead
kicking
violence.
the shit out of old Darucci. Oh, Jonty just knocked out Malzadong. Oh, come on, Jonty. Give me a break. Yeah, he's obviously tired of me making fun of him. Darucci just got CGP out of the ring. What, like, you're beating me up now? Come on. What the hell?
Chinese ox. This is gonna get dangerous.
Oh, Dear Wong, hanging on for dear life.
For dear life.
Yeah. Hold on, Rick. You can get back in. Come on.
And this
Hold
is
on.
where Sina is out. She is
man.
out. Oh.
What is going on here?
Out of the
Oh, there goes Gingerbot. Come on, Tractor, kick him in the ball sack. Oh.
Oh, he's hold on. He's hold on. He's hold on.
Close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind